Okay, hello. I am a random guy on the internet. Now, you can just choose to ignore me if you wish. That doesn't really matter, but I have something to offer that I think would be very valuable. I'm not exactly yet in a position of credibility to tell you anything, but I believe this stuff has worked for me so far. I've been able to start to really achieve my dreams and goals and really start to what I mean by this is I'm starting to really go in the right direction, I believe, with a lot of things, right? Like I've optimized a lot of things and I've learned a few things, and I think I would really like to share this. I don't believe, and I haven't heard a lot of people talk about these things. I mean, if you find this video, basically, it ends up being a gold mine of information. Definitely recommend you subscribe because I'm definitely interested in sharing a lot of information. Myself, I'm yet still on this journey, but I'm very keen to share a lot of this stuff I learn. If I'm sitting here, and I find something new that's changing everything, because from my own personal viewpoint, I'm somebody who is basically as productive as I can be now. My whole day is optimized as best as it can be. I'm trying to do as much as I can, but I'm still limited by slow progress. It takes time for things to change. But yeah, I'm not going to bore you too much in the intro. I really want to just, like, these are probably going to be shorter videos at first because I haven't really been very well practiced in making videos, but I can just transfer the information and you learn from it, see how it goes. But I don't expect anybody to even find this video. If you do, I'm just saying this is probably a gold mine of information. Like if you just stick to the end, and it's not a long video, you're going to know things that are like probably successful people probably really know. It's worked for me like magic. It's just like a genie, like a genie in a lamp. It's you just click your fingers and you suddenly start becoming way more productive. It's genuine gold mine. Nobody talks about this, and this is stuff I had to figure out on my own after like a whole year or two. I think it's about been 2 years of just trying to improve myself and sort out things and learn things, and it's been a long process. So, I mean, I'm gonna see where I can take it and everything, but it's a long process. I'm gonna get started then. So today's video topic I'm gonna discuss about is gonna be environment. I think environment is very, very key towards your own sort of how much work you do. It's probably step one beyond anything else. I mean, there's a lot of aspects to it. There's not just that. There's many things involved in productivity, but environment is going to be one of them. It's probably the most crucial thing. And what do I mean by environment? I mean, so you have to imagine environment as systems, where you have inputs, processes, and outputs, and your environment is basically your inputs. It's your surroundings that act like inputs. So, say you have a video game console, you have an Xbox or something, and it's sitting there in the living room or whatever on the table or under the shelf, wherever you put it, right? And you see it first thing when you enter, and that's a room you frequently go to. Your brain starts to associate that room with relaxation and video games, especially if you've been using it like that for a while. Say you've been spending half a year playing games or something, or however long, right? Years playing games in one room, and there's your input, the Xbox. Then you're probably going to continue doing that bad habit. If you're struggling to stop playing video games or whatever, and you're addicted, part of that struggle which you're creating is by having that object in your environment that's making you struggle more. A is the room is associated with the thing, and B, the object is associated with that thing. And when you enter that environment, that's what you're gaining access to. Your brain gets that information automatically. That's an input. Your brain processes it, and then the output is that you end up playing video games for the rest of the day, and you end up wasting another day. If your goal was to stop playing video games, what you should do is probably just chuck the Xbox controller out. Either sell it, probably a better idea to sell it, but um, yeah, smash it to pieces if it's that bad or whatever, because you have to remove the object from the environment. That's probably step one, but you might still be, if there's other things in the environment, in the living room or wherever, bedroom, if you have objects that really distract you from your own work and it just makes you think about games, makes you think about like, social media. It could be your phone, for example, like, I mean, I'd probably go into optimizing your phone better for usage, but if you find you cannot control yourself around it and no tool really helps you, but I would go into another later video about tools. um, I'm just gonna say you should probably just at least move your phone elsewhere, like while you're doing work, just put it in another room, and that automatically would allow you to do more work because you're removing the object of distraction. And environment is just inputs, and if these inputs are distractions, you're gonna process them and create negative outcomes. What you want is to put in positive objects, positive inputs, right? So say if you want to start reading, what you can do, set down the book you want to read on the table, and make it as easily as accessible as possible as well. Reduce the friction. That's another aspect. There's a lot of things I need to talk about. This is the first video, and the structure is not going to be too good. It's going to be very messy. I'm not expecting views, but that's okay. I'm here to share information for those who are lucky enough, I suppose, to come across the videos and for me to share insights. But it's like, if you have the object that's positive, then you can process that and get positive outcomes. Like, you want to read a self-help book or something, put it down on the table, and then when you enter the room, the input you're going to get is the book. Your brain sees the book, it processes the information, and then it suggests to you that you should read. Just the thought alone would increase the chance that you're going to actually be consistent with the habit. Every single time, every day, you might not even pick up the book, but eventually, over like the course of a week or two, like you would end up feeling like it or something, and the input would be there and everything, right? Like, you just see it and you're just constantly thinking about it, right? Every time you enter the room. That way, it'd be easier for you to start if you're really struggling to do a positive habit. So then you could just pick up the book and you might read a little bit. And here's the best part, you might actually end up enjoying it and stuff, right? And then starting to be consistent without even trying. That's another real good aspect of productivity, is when you achieve goals without even trying. That's probably one of the most like crucial ways of achieving productivity as well. But besides that, yeah. So to organize all the ideas, simply stating environment is going to be your surrounding inputs that influence your processes, which generate outcomes. And if you have positive inputs, you get positive outcomes. If you get negative inputs, you get negative outcomes. Most people have negative inputs. They don't think about this sort of stuff because it seems ridiculous. But if you actually optimize these sort of things, like just think about any positive input you want, and then just spend like a few weeks or whatever, or like even a few days, however long it takes you to optimize things. Just at first, try to optimize your environment for productivity and to reduce bad habits. Just try it out, bit by bit, and see how it goes. Don't expect crazy results just yet. Everything still takes time. Like I'm saying, yeah, it's like a genie, you click your fingers, maybe, right? But when I say this, it's not perfect. It still takes time because your brain, however old you are, it's like if you're 18 years old, you have 18 years of um, information that's all messed up, like wiring systems, neural pathways that are all messed up. 18 years developing of that, right? And it's like, it should take, 18 years to reset that, but it's like, it's still going to take you can do it really, really fast if you use my methods, I think. Like, maybe a few months you could really start to feel the influence of the environment impacts. You might even feel it straight away, like that's like the best sort of productivity hacks, tools, changes are the ones that work straight away. But you'll notice this one works straight away, but if you let it over time develop it, you know over a year or whatever, you might start to adapt and think better and stuff. Like, we're talking, you really need to, like, there's so many aspects. It's like I can't even share all the ideas. Like, there's so much to share. It's kind of like, okay, you just got the environment, you got your inputs, you got your process, you got your outputs, and then you just want to optimize your environment. You want to optimize your surrounding inputs for productivity and to avoid laziness, procrastination, bad. So avoid bad inputs focus on the good inputs, and just spend time optimizing that, right? This is an aspect of removing things, sacrificing things that are detrimental towards your success and stuff. I know that was kind of just going in circles. I need to learn a lot about how to improve my video structure. I'm going to probably focus more on structuring it better, thinking about the ideas better, whatever. I'm just conveying this messy piece of information to anybody who comes across the gold mine. This is one aspect. I'm gonna try to improve the structures in the future, learn a lot more. Probably start talking about myself personally. There's many videos to cover, many things to go into, and I'm just starting out. I need to learn a lot myself. I hope to help you a lot and see where I can take this. Especially if I start to grow, whatever, I'll definitely be very eager to help people, because there's things I know that many people, like, I mean, to the people out there who genuinely want to improve their lives, a lot of the time, most people, those really successful people, know things you don't. They've learned these things over years and years. They've learned these cheat codes that you don't know. And it's just, they crush you because they know these things. The sooner you learn about these things, it's just crazy. They really are real life cheat codes. Like this, like, I mean, for example, success in and of itself is like, partially it's going to be because of your own character and stuff, but one aspect of a lot of people, I mean, logically, you should look at it and understand it like a lot of success is also going to be luck. I'd say half of it might be your character, half of it's going to be luck. Over a long enough period of time, you start to reduce the amount of luck you need, maybe, right? This is why people take 10 years to succeed. Like, well, I'm 2 years down the journey myself, and I'm learning like loads of stuff, and it's crazy how you compound, but like, we're talking 10 years, right? Like, all the stuff you need to learn, and there's all these cheat codes and everything, like, that negates the luck. 10 years, why it takes 10 years is because there's all your development as a character, and there's all the luck that you have to get past through, right? Like, there's gonna be things you can do, right? Think about maximally being productive for, I think the fastest you could probably do it is like maybe 3 years, or probably like 5 years. We're talking 5 years, the fastest to become rich and successful, like, 1 million net worth or something. I don't even know because I haven't achieved it. I'm just a random guy on the internet. I'll go into myself a little bit more and what I'm doing. So I'm gonna try to figure out myself. But I'm just like, if you just listen to the information itself and apply it, just try it out and you will see it works. You will see it, like, it has like at least a small positive impact just knowing this piece of information. The fact that just knowing this improves your life is a perfect example of why knowledge, like, literally ends up being power and everything. That's the end of the video then. I don't think there's much else to talk about otherwise. I'll definitely try to improve the videos in the future, and this is something, I mean, I'll be consistent with the posting and everything, so make sure to like and subscribe, but obviously it's very messy, and yeah. I'm gonna try to improve it in the future and stuff, see where I can take it. Well, thanks for watching. I mean, it's definitely very random. You can see how all my thought processes go off and on. But I'm probably going to structure these videos in the future. Right now, I'm not too focused on making them perfect, because they're just, like, I don't assume anybody's going to watch it anyways. But if anybody is, this is just a gold mine. Just watch through the crap video and then, hold on. It's just a, timer thing, That's one of the tools that I use to focus more. Yeah, I think the aim would be to just try to make these videos better, but it's like, if anybody is watching, like, this is just useful stuff. Pick apart from all the mess, and then use it. Just, you really get the idea of environment. That's one aspect. I'll share more in the future. Okay, bye.